Hi and welcome to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Tim. I upload new videos every week all about running. Hey, I know your guys' time is valuable. I recognize that. So if you open the description, you'll see that I've included timestamps to the different parts of the video that I think you might most be interested in so that you can navigate to those quickly and easily. Today I'm looking at a brand new shoe from Asics. It's a lightweight stability shoe, the Gel-Kayano Lite. This shoe costs $160 US. I'm going to take these out for a run, and then when we get back, we'll look at this shoe in great detail to see what you're getting for your money. The Gel-Kayano has been around for a long time. It was first introduced in 1993. Earlier this year, Asics released the 27th version of the shoe, so clearly a very popular stability shoe among runners. However, the shoe has been a little bit heavy. Well, Asics has addressed that issue, but in order to do that, they basically redesigned the shoe. So just a few days ago, I got my hands on a pair of the brand new Asics Gel-Kayano Lite version. And this shoe is 2 ounces lighter than its predecessor, the 27th edition of the shoe. The stated weight on Asics website for our men's is 9 ounces, and for women's it's 7.6 ounces, but they don't tell me what size that is. I wear a men's size 9, so I put it on my scales. It came in at 10.1 ounces or 285 grams. So let's turn now and take a look to see how they were able to maintain all of that stability and cushioning that you've come to love with the Kayano, but reduce the weight. So I'm going to start with the upper. It's a single layer engineered mesh upper. It's got plenty of room in the toe box. You can see it has lots of perforations there. Very few plastic overlays with the exception of the Asics symbol. Really not much else going on there. It's very soft. Super comfortable. One of the interesting things about this upper also is that 80% of it is made with recyclable or sustainable material. So I think that's pretty awesome. Looking at the eyelet chain, they've got lots of plastic overlays both on top as well as underneath in that cage area to give it some durability, make sure the shoe's going to last for you. It did a great job of snugging my midfoot down. I felt locked in, secure all the way back to my heel cup. Looking at the tongue now, the tongue is one of those areas that if it's not done right, it can spoil the fit of the shoe. Here, I think they did a terrific job. It's got lots of padding. You can see that it's not gusseted, but I didn't have any issues with the tongue migrating around at all. It felt very comfortable on foot. As we've seen on the tongue of this shoe where it has lots of padding, Asics did not skimp on the padding of the shoe in order to reduce the weight. And that's also evident around the heel collar of the shoe as well as the tab of the shoe. Lots of padding to help keep you comfortable while you're out running. Asics also included a removable insole that just adds a little bit of extra cushion and comfort to your run experience. I do appreciate it when you're able to remove an insole, just simply because there are times when you want to be able to pull those out because they get dirty, you want to wash them, clean them up, and then be able to put them back in. One of the critical components of a stability shoe is the heel counter, and I felt like this had plenty of structure so that I felt locked in and secure as it helped guide my foot strike to make my gait cycle be a little more efficient all the way through to my toe off. They use a heel clutching system that is an exoskeletal structure that wraps your heel to give you a nice secure fit. Now as I turn and start talking about the midsole of the shoe, one of the things that's important to a lot of runners, including myself, is the stack height. And there is a difference between a men's and women's stack height on these shoes. So the stated stack height on Asics website is 23 millimeters in the heel and 13 millimeters in the forefoot for a men's, which is a 10 millimeter offset. For women's, they have a 25 millimeter stack height in the heel and a 12 millimeter stack height in the forefoot for a 13 millimeter offset from the heel to the toe. And that is plenty of stack height to give you a nice cushioned ride. Looking at the midsole of this shoe, this is one of the biggest differences between the Kayano 27 and the light version of this shoe. With the 27, they had multiple components that made up that midsole in order to give you that stability and comfort and cushion that you were looking for or come to expect in a Kayano. But here, they've used a one-piece FLYTEFOAM midsole. And they've re-engineered it. They've added some additional, what they call organic super fibers to give some density and durability to this midsole. It's still highly cushioned, but again, it's one piece. So you have FLYTEFOAM from the heel to the toe. It's not the same FLYTEFOAM material that they used in their Nova Blast or even the Dynablast. This is very specifically engineered for a stability shoe. They also have their gel material in that midsole as well. They've put that into the forefoot of the shoe, which adds to the overall cushion and comfort of your ride. In order to build stability into their FLYTEFOAM, they use 3D space technology that enables them to sculpt that foam through a series of geometric shapes that help to slow your pronation or reduce your pronation, improving your efficiency through your gait cycle all the way through to your toe off. Now let's flip the shoe over and we'll take a look at that outsole. And you can see that it's covered from heel to toe with their Asics High Abrasion Resistant Light Rubber, or AHAR Lite for short. They have rubber placed in very strategic areas. You can see that there's pretty much a J channel in that heel area, and then they start in the midfoot all the way up through the toe, and all of which is designed to help reduce overpronation, to improve your foot strike and the efficiency of your gait cycle from your heel all the way to your toe off. Also, because it is a high abrasion resistant material, it provides a great deal of durability. So I think this shoe is going to last a really long time. Not only is that AHAR Lite rubber, I think, going to be durable and add some longevity to the shoe, I think it does a terrific job of helping you stick to the road. And you may have noticed in that run sequence that it was raining when I was out on that run. And sometimes, that pavement and sidewalks, it can get a bit slick when it gets wet. But I never felt like I was unsafe or I was slipping or insecure when I was going around corners or picking up the pace. I think I did a great job. So let's talk about the performance of this shoe, what it's like to run in it. I think Asics hit the mark. They did exactly what they set out to do, and that was to take their flagship stability shoe, their Gel-Kayano 27, reduce the weight, make it feel a little more nimble and quick underfoot, and I think they did that. They did it through a series of changes in the shoe. They basically redesigned it from the heel to the toe. They went away from a component style of engineering to using a one-piece FLYTEFOAM material, but maintain that gel unit up in that forefoot to continue to offer that cushion that we've all come to expect with that Kayano series of shoes that's been around for so many years and loved by so many runners. I do tend to overpronate, and I think this did a perfect job in correcting my foot strike and helping me through my gait cycle, just be a little bit more efficient. I would say most of the time, I run in a neutral shoe, but there are times when I can benefit from a stability shoe, and this is the one that I think I'm going to be reaching for a lot. Hey, I enjoyed running these shoes. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, maybe give it a thumbs up. As always, run tall, run strong, be kind to one another. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.